Today is October 24th. Today's quote is entitled, "Don't degrade yourself." Parasurama was going to kill the demoniac sons of Pulastya, but Vaisistha asked him not to do it. Parasurama considered that Pulastya's sons by nature do bad things, but why should I give up my brahminical quality of forgiveness just because they acted poorly? This is a beautiful story. Parasurama was upset at the sons of Pulastya. They were demoniac, doing demoniac things. And he wanted to kill them. He had this Kshatriya spirit. And Vaisistha said, no, you come from a brahminical family, and this is not right. So then Parasurama thought, and he said, yeah, just because they've done something wrong doesn't mean I should degrade myself by doing the wrong thing. And this is so beautiful because this is what we commonly do. We rationalize wrong actions because, why? Because somebody did something wrong, and then we justify it. And that's what children do. He hit me first, therefore I'm justified in hitting back. So Parasurama is saying, okay, you may hit me, but I'm not going to degrade myself or bring myself down to a level below me just because you hit me. Now think of your life and think of how many times you have justified acting improperly because someone else has acted improperly. Why should I degrade myself? Why should I come down to the level of others just because they act this way? Why should I? I shouldn't, but we do. So it's beautiful, beautiful thought. I'd like you to meditate on this. So many situations in this world pull us this way and that way. We are being begged by our acharyas and shastras, be humble, be tolerant, don't act reactively, act as a Brahmin, act as a devotee, act in sattva gun, act in vishuddha sattva, act properly. And then somebody does something and that just pushes our buttons, and we just feel so rationalized or so right in being able to respond in the same negative way that they treated us. No, that's not what it means to be a devotee. Devotees meant always to be kind. Devotees meant always to be compassionate, always be tolerant. It's not that those qualities are only meant to be employed when situations are very shanti, peaceful and nice. And I think some of us actually think like that, although maybe we don't consciously think that way, but subconsciously we're thinking that way. Yeah, in this sattvic environment, I can act in a sattvic way, but when there's difficulties, and somehow or other I feel justified because of the way the person acted. So I'm now justified in criticizing them. I'm justified in being angry. I'm justified in being intolerant. But you'll not find anywhere in the Gita where Krishna says, be tolerant, be peaceful, be forgiving, only in these situations, only at these times of day, only with these people. No, it's not like that. But somehow or other, subconsciously, we think it's like that. We think that it's, the virtues we act with are the characteristics of a devotee that we should be acting with. We think they're qualified. There's qualifiers there. I don't have to act this way in this situation or that situation. The only time I've ever heard Prabhupada say, you don't have to act that way is when you're defending another devotee. So on your own behalf, someone may criticize you. You accept it, this is Krishna's mercy, I deserve it, whatever it is. But when they criticize another, you don't tolerate it. That is the Shastric injunction. Do not tolerate another devotee being criticized or another devotee being harmed. So that's different. But in terms of ourselves and how we're treated and how we react, we're always taught to act in a Krishna conscious way. All the ways Krishna teaches us how to act. He's not saying you don't have to act this way in specific situations. Somehow we think that way, even though you may not even admit that you think that way. But think about your life and think about Some of the times you've acted in not such nice ways. So why? What were you thinking? Why did you think you had a right to act that way? You might say, I couldn't control myself. That's not a good, I need a better excuse than that. You can't control yourself. You could have controlled yourself, but it wasn't a priority for you. You somehow rationalize it, that it's, I've been ill-treated, so then it's okay to come back with that same negativity that was given to me. But we don't have examples of that in our scripture. We only have examples of that when materially conditioned people are making mistakes. Those examples we have in Bhagavatam. But then we learn from those examples, and those people rectify their mistakes. But in terms of pure devotee, we don't have those examples.